Alright, first and foremost, let us give all praises, honor, and glory unto the Most High Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Makakadash. Down honors to the apostles and the elders that rule by that great millstone. Peace and salutation to the Akim mother pushing his gospel in sincerity and truth. Shalom to the humble and sincere sisters out there as well. Come now with us lesson today entitled The World As You Know It Will Be Gone. See these people, they live in something known as normalcy. They believe that the things that has been happening will continue to happen, and that the world will continue to go the way it's going forever. They don't believe that Yahushua is going to return and save his elect, the 1/3 of all people. They don't believe that this pandemic is leading up to the mark of the beast, the chip. They don't believe they think that the world is gonna continue to go the way it's going, but they don't know the trouble that's coming, and say that the trouble, it will start with, roughly paraphrasing, with the house of Israel, that judgment. So Jacob's trouble is slowly approaching. Everything that we've went through before is nothing compared to what we shall go through, in the hour of temptation. You understand? And this is a habit that humans, do, where they create like a bubble around themselves, a bubble of comfort, of normalcy, and they don't strive to go out of that bubble. Like to be normal, like to be comfortable, like to be, as peaceful as we could be. Humans, that animal part of our brain is designed to flee from fear, flee from strenuous activities and stuff like that. So, to preserve the body, to survive. Because that's basically, the animal part of our brain. That is basically what it tries to do, survive. The flesh can't discern between right or wrong. You understand? But these people have created a certain image within their head of how their life should go. You grow up, you're born. After some years, you go kindergarten and primary school, or secondary school, university. Then you go get a job and you work until 60, 65, and then you retire. And during that time, you find a family, take care of a family, create a family, and you retire, and then you stave off debt until your body gives out on you. And this is the image that these people have in their head. And when that image is slightly shaken, fear begins to kick in, distress begins to kick in, because they're not thinking of the things to come. They refuse to believe that is a serious destruction coming. Famine is coming. The economy is going to fall. They don't believe that World War III is going to kick off. They don't believe in bad times. They thinking that eventually the world will recover from this pandemic, like it has recovered from all the other viruses, and then everything is gonna go back to normal, and they're gonna get back that comfort once again, that normal life once again. But that is not going to take place, right? Ba'ashem Yahushua is coming to shake up this world and to purge it and cleanse it from the wickedness. So the world that they believe will go on forever. The life that they live in, and they think that it would be forever. This is a normal way of life. You understand? It's not gonna be like that. Revelation chapter 18 verse 1, it says, "And after these things I saw another angel come down from heaven, having great power, and the earth was lightened with his glory." Verse 2, "And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the great is fallen, and has become the habitation of devils, and the hold of every foul spirit, and a cage of every unclean and hateful bird." You understand? So Babylon the Great is fallen. It never said Babylon the Great is staying the same or is become greater. It's fallen. America is going to fall. Right? America is the base of wickedness. You understand? Look at that land. On iniquity abound. You understand? America, the people of America and their rulers very prideful. Esau, very prideful spirit, thinking that he's gonna. Well, the elites of Esau, they know that they're gonna get destroyed, hence the reason they're gonna try to destroy us. But the average Edomite has a sense of pride in their heart about their country, the country that they stole, and a country that they build off of slavery, of all people, of us. They think that their world, the world that they have created in their own minds, they think that it's gonna go on forever. But the Bashim Yoshai will prove them wrong. I read verse 2 again. It said, "He cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the great is fallen, and has become the habitation of devils, and the hold of every foul spirit, and a cage of every unclean and hateful bird." Right? America is gonna be desolate. It's gonna be like a desert. When these nukes go off, right? Those weapons of the Most High. And when those chariots return, Esau is gonna be catching hell from all sides. You understand? America is gonna burn. It's gonna be ashes. And not just America. This earth is going to be purged. Right? This earth is going to be purged of the wickedness and the uncleanness of it that man has brought upon it. In Nahum chapter 1 verse 3, it says, "The Most High is slow to anger and great in power, and will not at all acquit the wicked. The Most High hath his way in the whirlwind and in the storm, and in the clouds at the dust of his feet, and the clouds at the dust of his feet. He rebuketh the sea, and maketh it dry, and drieth up all the rivers. Bashan languisheth, and Carmel and the flower of Lebanon languisheth. The mountains quake at him, and the hills melt, and the earth is burned at his presence, yea, the world and all that dwell therein. Who can stand before his indignation? And who can abide in the fierceness of his anger? His fury, is poured out like fire, and the rocks are thrown down by him." You understand? Who could stand before the Most High's indignation? Who can abide? You understand? In the fierceness of his anger. Say his fury is poured out like fire. And we know that the Most High is angry with Esau and these heathens and the niggers of our, the tutors of our people. Alright? So the Most High is gonna bring down his wrath upon this earth. Those missiles Those missiles are gonna turn this world into ashes. And not literally the whole world, because people just think as if the world itself is just gonna blow up. No. But these missiles are gonna destroy these kingdoms. You understand? As I said before, Babylon will be like a desert. Esau wouldn't be able to raise back up. It will have no more rising back up. That'll be the end of his reign for eternity. Alright, so hey, what you people have, as I say, created this bubble around yourselves and think that this world is gonna go on forever and continue to go the way it's going. You're gonna be destroyed, because scripture says the day of Noah will so shall the coming of the Son of Man be, and that it shall come as a thief in the night. You understand? So the scriptures, the most I know that you people believe in otherwise. You thinking that this world is gonna endure forever, this wicked place, right? But y'all won't. It will hit y'all when you least expect it. Isaiah chapter 51 verse 6. Lift up your eyes to the heavens and look upon the earth beneath. For the heavens shall vanish away like smoke, and the earth shall wax old like a garment, and they that dwell therein shall die in like manner. But my salvation shall be forever, and my righteousness shall not be abolished. Understand? So righteousness will endure forever, right? And there's proof to show that by you keeping these laws, statutes, and commandments and worshiping Yahweh Hashem Yahushai with all your heart, that you would receive salvation, and He will rescue you from this place and rescue you from that destruction to come. Ever the wicked know, it say they that dwell therein shall die in like manner. These people, they don't know it, but they're gonna die. You understand? And they're gonna die. They die the second death. They're gonna be destroyed with this nuclear destruction. You have no escape for these people, right? Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is the only escape, and only a selected few of us, have the ability to escape through the power of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, right? Who names are written in the book of life. Them is the men and their families, the 1/3 shall escape from the destruction to come, but the rest of our people, 2/3, and the wicked of this world and Esau has no escape. They're gonna perish, they're gonna die in this world, right? And even though they can't see it yet, because these people be praying, I don't know to who, because the Most High answering them prayers, the Most High hearing them prayers. But they pray to their gods, that to preserve this world and for this world to keep going. Why? Because I said this created a normalcy, and a comfort bubble, right? Because everything, people love it when one thing is going the way it's going, so they hate change. They want their world to keep going. Why is that? Because as the scriptures say, for where your treasures is, there your heart be also. And these people treasures is on this earth, right? They live on the lowest vibration, but the men of the Lord and the women of the Lord, our treasures are not of this world. Our treasures are in the new world to come, right? Hence the reason we actually preparing for those times. Whereas these people, they studying other things. Alright, they studying their job, they studying their family, they put in they put in worldly things overall. Right? Luke 26 verse 27 says, and if you will not for all this hearken unto me, but walk contrary unto me, then I will walk contrary unto you also in fury, and I, even I, will chastise you 7 times for your sins. And ye shall eat the flesh of your sons, and the flesh of your daughters shall ye eat. Alright? So the scriptures are showing you here, hey, and this is not something new. Right? In these times, when this famine hit, you're gonna see things that you never thought you would have seen. And not from people, not from strangers, but from people you know. You're gonna see these people choosing true nature. It's if because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. Right? And to prove that, the other day, my not a paid man. It had this woman, and her children are living 5 minutes away from her house, right? And she suffer with sugar and high blood pressure and things like that, and she sugar was high and she needed insulin, right? And she own children who live in 5 minutes away refuse to go and give shit because they were afraid of getting COVID. You understand? They were afraid of getting COVID, so they rather leave her there to go into a coma and then possibly die. Right? The scriptures, for the love of many shall wax cold. You're gonna eat all your children. You're gonna fight one another. Bring out that Matthew 10. Alright, Matthew 10 verse 34, it's a think not that I am come to send peace on earth. I came not to send peace, but a sword. For I am come to set a man at variance against his father, and the daughter against her mother, and the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. And a man's foes shall be they of his own household. Right? These people, they're gonna, as I say, you're gonna see their true nature. You understand? Those demons that are on those people, the wickedness in their heart, you're gonna see that plain as day. Because it's one thing, as I say, they create normalcy and comfort. When you're going good, it's easy to be happy. It's easy to do good. But when things fall, when shit hit the fan, when things go out of whack, right? When this economy fall, when these famines start coming, when these race wars and these riots and wars and everything starts going down and Jacob's trouble begins, right? You will see the true side of these people, where they would abandon one another for survival, for their own selves. You will see their vanity, However, the ones that stick with the Most High unto the end, the elect that will endure unto the end, they they shall be taken care of. You understand? The Most are gonna take care of us, Lord willing. We are those people. But the rest of our people, they're gonna die. So back to the title, it said the world as you know it will be gone. The comfort that these people have created around them will be gone. The normalcy will be gone. The things that they see on these movies when they watch Purge and all these other movies, and they watch it with excitement because they're thinking it's just a movie. It will be their reality one day. Very soon. It's gonna be their reality. There wouldn't be any laughs anymore. I remember when that talks about World War III when Trump had assassinated a general. I can't remember the man's name. And everybody was making memes about being drafted into World War III. They was making memes and laughing about it. But it will come a time when there will be no laughter within the earth. There will be no joy within the earth. When this destruction comes. You understand? So these people, they're laughing now. They're thinking that everything is fine now. Some of them praying for the pandemic to be over so they could return back to that normalcy. Some of them, glad, But the main point is that they're not thinking about the destruction to come. They don't even believe in the destruction that is coming. But hey, most are gonna shake up their world. Shake up their reality. With that I hope this lesson was edifying. Giving all praises, honor and glory unto the Most High Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Makakadash. Shalom.